Today we're going to do a walk around and a test drive on a good looking 1967 Chevy El Camino. Just an awesome looking driver quality El Camino. 327 small block, nice stance, sharp look, and especially on a sunny day. I love this bright blue. The engine seems to run good. It's got a nice sounding cam and dual exhaust. Power steering, power brakes, tubular upper and lower front control arms, headers. Just a neat car. Nice aluminum radiator with dual electric fans. Painted the bottom side of the hood nicely, and I like what they did with that high gloss black on the firewall and inner fenders.
Yeah, the engine bay really looks good, don't it?
Yeah, cleaned up awesome. So some nice upgrades here on the El Camino as far as aluminum radiator, control arms, upgraded. Does have a little paint chip here on the front edge of the hood. And how I'd classify this car as just a nice driver quality car, cruise night car. Not perfect, but definitely has a sharp look and some nice upgrades. A lot of metallic in that blue they put on the SS hood, which really looks nice. Front bumper has a good shine. The grille looks good.
I really do love this color on the El Camino, don't you?
Yeah, it's pretty.
That blue.
And I like the stance and choice of wheels. The rallies with the BFG RWL tires. Really looks and sits nice. Got another chip here in the back edge of the hood. Hood fits good across the top of the fender. Front fender looks good. Paint chip been touched up here. It's got wheel well trim. And overall, nice gaps. Some paint chips down low here on the lower quarters. It's got just a little bit of, could use a wet sand and buff here on the lowers. Back bumper's nice, got a great shine. Tailgate looks good. Did a nice job painting the box. It's got a good shine.
It's kind of crazy to me that back when you bought this from the factory, you're just piling stuff in the trunk. You could use this vehicle for farm work if you wanted.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they used it. Your bed rail chrome looks awesome. It looks like that was replaced. As far as the paint, like I said, it looks great. It's just not a real high-dollar paint job. You look up and down the sides. They could have did a little bit better job of like block sanding. Over the roof looks good. I like the interior. Door jamb paint looks awesome. It's got a beautiful shine. Corner of the doors, good and solid there. And a lot of new parts on the interior. Door panels look new. Top of the doors are painted nicely. Carpet looks new. Seat's in good shape. Got a speaker behind the seat. And then you have kick panel speakers also. Headliner's nice and tight. The glass looks good. It's got nice light tinted glass. Inside corner of the door is good and solid. Dash pad looks nice. Got the SS steering wheel on it. They upgraded it to a chrome tilt column. Gauges are nice and clear. They had volt oil pressure and temp gauge here on the dash. It's got a newer retro sound style radio. Let's see. Yeah, Custom Autosound. Custom Autosound and retro sounds always look the same, but there's an Autosound radio. Taillight lenses look good. Not see any bubbles or issues really besides some rock chips. There's some solvent pop a little bit right here in the paint, it looks like. Rock chip there in the bottom of the rocker. One right here. it sticks up just a skosh on this driver's side. The fender looks good. Driver's side corner of the door is nice and solid as well. Door jamb paint looks good. This side's missing the little topper on the door lock. Door panel looks new. There's your VIN. Inside corner of the door solid on the driver's side as well. Seats look good. Sharp looking little El Camino. Starts nice and easy. So these gauges down here, at least volt and oil, don't work here, but they work in the dash. The oil pressure gauge works in the dash. Gas gauge works, it's filled to just under full. I think our amp gauge in the dash is working also. So I'm assuming that the temp gauge in the dash does not work, but it works there, because the temp gauge there works. Those two just are hooked up in the dash. Heater fan works. Horn works. Power antenna works. That's pretty cool, huh? Radio sounds nice. It's got a nice radio. And really nice job on the interior. Headliner's beautiful. Dash looks good. There's your wipers. Those work. So the indicator on this tilt column is off a little bit. When the indicator's in 2, you're in drive.
This would be such a fun little car to hop in and drive
Absolutely.
around and enjoy.
It's a great entry level car. It's good looking. Not a perfect show car, but beautiful interior, nice look, and you know, affordable in today's classic car world.
Oh, yeah.
Runs good, speedometer works. Suspension feels good, steering's nice and tight. Brakes are awesome. No pull left or right, really nice brake pedal. Dome light does not work. We're not fixing it. Kick down works. Shift's good. That little 327 runs good, huh?
Oh yeah.
Steering feels nice. That's 80 miles an hour. Boot scoots and boogies.
Yep. Suspension feels really good too.
Yeah, it does. Comfortable ride. Really a good car. You have a little bit of wind noise, but it's kind of a windy day, and as to be expected with an old car.
Now we're going right into like 25, 30 mile an hour wind.
Yeah. Here's your brakes again from a little higher speed. Then you have power brakes with front disc. They stop great. Yeah, temp gauge down there works. Let's come up. That kick down really helps.
Yeah,
Chirps the tires going into second. Runs nice, good car. Price to sell. Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.